Hello everyone, this is your English teacher and today we will start our fourth chapter. What happened was last time was I already uploaded the videos, but what happened was there was some difference in the book which you have and which we teachers have. Okay, so this grammar. So today, as I have already explained to you about the nouns and the kinds of noun, but in the book which you have, there are some nouns which was not there in the last time. Okay, in the last book which I was teaching. So here are some countable noun and uncountable noun. So only I will explain you about this. So. Maybe you all have copied the notes I have sent you, so please be prepared for your examination because your examinations are also near. So we will start our this subheading. Okay, because last time I already explained you about the common noun, proper noun, collective noun, abstract noun and material noun. Now four of the that nouns I already explained. So today we will start this one. Okay, so countable and uncountable noun. As you all are aware of the thing, just by reading only you can see countable means which can be counted. Okay, so and uncountable means which cannot be counted. So you can see, read the conversation between Ankit and his mother. So here this is a conversation about Ankit and mother. Okay, his mother, a boy named Ankit and his mother. So you can see, Ankit goes to the grocery store to help his mother get monthly provisions. That means Ankit, okay, we are talking about Ankit and his mother. So Ankit went to a grocery store, okay, like in which we can get some household things and the vegetables, fruits. Okay, he went to the grocery with his mother to get monthly provision, means whatever rations, all that type of thing, to buy rations or all the food material. Okay, so mother, Ankit, there is a lot of rush in the store today. Instead of wasting time, it is better you get half of items on the list and I will get the other half. So what his mother told Ankit was, Ankit, today, as we all know that in the grocery store, all the time, okay, mostly all the time, there will be a rush and all the people will be in times when we go to buy the provisions, or when we go there to get the provisions, that means many people will be there. But that's the reason his mother told him that Ankit, today there is a rush, means that there is a rush in the store, means today there will be many people. So you take the half list, whatever we need, you take the half list and I will take the other half. Okay, she told his son was Ankit. So Ankit, what do I need to get? So Ankit asked his mother, whatever I need to get, whatever he needs, like whatever will be in his list, he is asking about that. Okay, so mother, you need to get the bread, pasta, cheese, sugar, meat, rice, cereal, salt and flour. I will get the apples, orange, bananas, tomatoes and potatoes. That means mother told that you in your list there will be bread, pasta, cheese, sugar, rice, cereal and salt and flour. Okay, and I will do the fruits or the vegetables one. Okay, like apples, oranges, bananas, tomatoes and potatoes. Okay, that means all the bread, pasta, cheese, sugar, rice, that will be in Ankit list, and all this apple, oranges, bananas, tomatoes and potatoes will be in his mother's list. So Ankit, we saved a lot of time, mummy. So when mother gave the things, whatever things that Ankit need to buy, and Ankit said, yes, we saved a lot of time, because if we together will do the thing, that will waste our time. So there will be rush also. Okay, and mother said, yes, we did, now let's go home or we will stuck in the traffic. So when they went and bought all the things that is required for them, so after coming from after getting out from the grocery store, Ankit said, we saved lot of time, okay, to his mummy, and mummy also said that yes, we did, now let's go to home, and because we will get stuck in the traffic. Okay, so you can see in the above conversation, Ankit gets the following items from the grocery store. These all the items are the items that that boy Ankit got, okay, from the grocery store. While his mother gets the following items. All these items are bought by his mother. So these are the items. So let us take a look at the highlighted words in the conversation. So you can see that apples, bananas, potatoes, oranges, bread and tomatoes are highlighted, okay, in the red one, okay, with the red color. So can be counted. That means apple, bananas, potatoes, oranges, bread, tomatoes. We can say that 2 tomatoes, 5 oranges, 2 bread, potatoes, how many potatoes? 10 potatoes, 5 bananas, 5 apple. This means these are the words that we can count, okay, that can be counted. On the other hand, sugar, salt, pasta, rice, flour, cheese and cereal cannot be counted. That means all the things like sugar, salt, pasta, this we cannot count, because we will get all these things in kg or something, because we cannot count. No, if we say 2 sugar, that means only this 2 small that will be sugar. So similarly salt, all those we cannot count. That means sugar, that will be in kg, and we cannot count 1 2 3 like that, okay. And similarly that's the reason they cannot be counted. Therefore the things that cannot be counted are called countable nouns, while those that cannot be counted are called uncountable nouns. That means whichever things or the items we can count, those are countable nouns. Like you can see the examples also down here. The pencil we can count the pencil. Book also we can count. Bottles also, like 3 bottles. Tables also, 5 tables, 5 books, 5 pencils. This all can be counted. So the items or the things or the nouns which can be counted are called countable noun. And in the same way, the items or the things or the nouns which cannot be counted are called uncountable noun. Okay, so countable noun, you can see down. A countable noun refer to the thing that we can count. So as I told you that countable noun is the noun that means countable noun refers to the thing, okay. Whichever can be counted, those are called countable noun. Whichever we can count, those are countable nouns. So example, the pencils, book and bottles are kept on the study table. We can count pencil. We can also count the number of books. In the same way, we can count bottles and tables as well. Such things that can be counted are called countable nouns. Countable nouns can be singular or plural. That means the pencil, book and bottles are kept on the study table. You can see here that bottles, pencils, book and table, okay. So bottles, pencils and book are kept on the table. That means how many books you can see here? 2 books, no? 2 pencils, 2 bottles, 1 table. Likewise, these are the ones which we can count, okay. So that's why these are called countable nouns. But such things that can be counted are called countable nouns. As I told you, what happens is countable nouns can be singular or plural. That means singular, I have a pen. That means pen is I have only one pen. That's the reason that is singular. But if I say I have pens, P-E-N-S, I have pen, P-E-N, pen. Okay, only one. That means only one. But P-E-N-S means maybe 2 or 3 or 4. Okay, so you have to remember that countable noun, whichever is countable noun, those can be in singular and plural form. Okay. Example, he had 2 pet cats, on 1 horse and 4 dogs. That means these are countable. No, we are counting the cats, horse, 4 dogs, all the things. Okay, my dog is playing with the ball. My dogs are playing with the balls. That means my dog means only one. I have only one dog, and that is playing with the ball. But in the third one, you can see my dogs, D-O-G-S. S is added here, so that means I have 3 or 4 dogs which are playing with the balls. Balls also, we can see the difference between the singular and plural. An elephant is a large animal. Elephant is a large animal. Only elephant, no, one. We are referring to one elephant only. An animal, also one animal, no. But in the 5th line, you can see elephants are large animals. That means elephants, S is added there. So that means elephants. So many elephants. We can know that we are talking about so many elephants. Okay, are large animals means very in plural form. It is in plural form. Okay, so you have to remember that those things, whichever are the things which we can count, are called countable nouns, and in the same way the things or the nouns or the things which we cannot count are called uncountable nouns. So here are some exercises. Fill in the blanks using suitable countable nouns using the words given in the help box. Okay, you have to do all the things. I will be sending the things in your through WhatsApp. So this is for countable noun. Okay, so here another one we have is uncountable noun. Okay, as I told you that the things which cannot be counted are called uncountable noun. The pasta was delicious, but the cheese was not fresh at all. You can see through the glass. Sunlight and water are required for plants to grow. Pasta, cheese, glass, sunlight and water are all abstract ideas or things. These cannot be counted and are examples of uncountable noun. So you can see pasta, cheese, glass, sunlight and water. These all are uncountable. We cannot count sun. We have only one sun, and we cannot say we cannot count the sun. Do you say that today there was 2 sunset? No, you cannot say. I have 3 glasses. Okay, glass also are all abstract or the things, abstract things that cannot be counted. Okay, pasta also we cannot count, cheese also we cannot count, sunlight and water we cannot count. These are the examples of uncountable nouns. So here are some exercises. So you have to do I will just be explaining all these things, only uncountable and countable noun, because all the things I have already explained to you. Okay, so in the page turn your book to page number 20. You can see the abstract noun and concrete noun and material noun. I have already explained you about abstract noun also. So material noun also I have explained the nouns or the things, substance from which we can get something. Okay, we can make something, we can prepare something, are called material noun. But today I will just explain you about the concrete noun. Concrete nouns are names of object which we can see and touch. That means whichever abstract noun, as I told you that those cannot be touched, we can just feel. That is used for feeling. Okay, to express our feeling. That means music, love, truth, all this I already explained to you, that all cannot be touched or see, that all we can just see the person or the one who is doing that, but we cannot directly see the music, we cannot directly see the love. If I say that show me the love, you can you show your love, you just can show the feeling, okay, the thing, okay, but you cannot see the exact love, no. Similarly, those are just feelings. So but the concrete noun are names of object which we can see and touch. That means whatever we can see and touch, those are concrete nouns. You can see here book, we can touch the book and we can see that book also. Mother also, we can touch our mother, or we can feel, we can just see the mother, our mother. Fleet, the Hogwarts Express, we all can see and touch the things. So those are called concrete nouns, okay. So material noun I have already explained to you. So this much for today. I will be sending all the notes to your WhatsApp, so copy all the things, okay.